Hello, welcome to Bob's Dungeon. My name's Bob, I'll be your host. When 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons came out, it was pretty unpopular. A lot of people had some really bad feelings about 4th edition. But 4th edition did come out with a pretty sizable amount of material for that edition. One of the things that came out, I just had to buy when it came out, and that's because I like zombies and the undead and the whole horror aspect of gaming. So, of course, it was a no-brainer for me to get Open Grave, Secrets of the Undead. This book has 223 pages, a copyright of 2009. It was published by Wizards of the Coast, and all of the artwork in this book is in full color, and is pretty good. So let's go ahead and look at that artwork. All of the artwork in this book is in full color, and it does a good job of setting a mood and a tone for this book. And as well as showing new versions of undead creatures, the artwork is pretty good to look at. And of course, the book also includes Strahd. And let's not forget Vecna as well. To use this book, what you're going to need is a copy of the core rule books for 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons, which are the Player's Handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, and the Monster Manual. You'll also need a full set of dice, which consist of a 20-sided die, a 12-sided die, preferably two 10-sided dice for rolling both percentiles and tens, an 8-sided die, a 6-sided die, and a 4-sided die. This book is pretty straightforward in what it is. It is a book about the undead for your Dungeons & Dragons game. It gets into the different aspects of undead society, the physical makeup of undead, how you can become undead, different means. And it's got some other pretty good information in it too. Like, it has a new aspect that you could add to your characters or NPCs if you want, called Undead Grafts, which is kind of cool. It has the rules for it in here, which is basically grafting the limbs of the undead to your body, which can be icky. It's got some new rituals for the undead. It has different artifacts for the undead, most of which you would find in existing campaign settings published in other editions and so forth. Like stuff from Greyhawk, stuff from Ravenloft, and so forth. And it's got some brand new monster types for you to use in your games, and different types of existing monsters with different undead features, which is kind of cool. This book has some alternative powers for your creatures, and it also has some templates that you can put with them to make them do different things. It's got some adventures for crypt robbing and stuff like that you can go on, and fighting different undead for different reasons. And it's got information on building undead lairs. It's even got the write-ups and the information, if you wish, that you, for different notable personalities in Dungeons & Dragons with different undead types linked to them, such as Strahd from Ravenloft and Vecna. He doesn't need much of an introduction, and just other different undead types from different games and storylines, all written up so that you can use them in your game to have the characters run into if you so wished. But it's a pretty good book. It's got a lot of neat information in here about the undead for your 4th edition game. And that brings me to 3 questions. Would I mind running my character up against some of the stuff found in this book? Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I like horror, so I'm all in. Would I use this book in a 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons game that I was running? Yes, I would. Like I said, like the horror. And would I recommend this book? If you're still playing 4th edition and you like the 4th edition, then yes, this would be a good book for you to have if you wanted to include different types of undead in your game and put in a little bit of horror. I mean, heck, it would even be good for a Halloween one-shot if you so wished. And that's pretty much all I got to say for Open Grave for 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Thank you for joining me at a look at this book, and hopefully you'll join me next time where we'll talk about something else. Bye.